Hey guys, Caleb's Cards here, coming at you with another TTM mail day. I do apologize for not getting any videos up earlier this week, but it's kind of hard to get a mail day up when your mail doesn't show up till about 9 o'clock at night. So usually I'm either in bed or getting ready to go to bed about that time. So I just get it the next morning and then try to see if I have time to do a video, but usually haven't been able to. So finally getting the video done. This will be recapping Tuesday. There's no mail on Wednesday, so there won't be anything for Wednesday, and then Thursday. And Friday's mail was still not here yet when I got home, so I guess I'll get that later today too. So this is just Tuesday and Thursday. And this entire lot is from Tuesday except for one. So we got back from another AAGPBL lady, Marion Hosbin, who signed this one photo for me. I think we had three ladies from that. And then we had Miss Wilma Briggs sign this one for me. And she signed this one of the customs that somebody gave me. It's either Chase or Brandon. I think it was Chase, if I remember right. Then we got back from Mr. Don Hood, who actually included an extra, which was pretty cool. So I sent him this 83 Fleer card that I had. I actually have more cards of him now, so I guess I should have waited a couple weeks. That's right. And then this little, it's kind of like a custom of 87 tops. I don't know if this was somebody's that, excuse me, it's 4:30 in the morning. I don't know if this is something that somebody made and sent him, or they sent him a whole bunch, or he made. I have no idea, but it's still cool. He signed that, sent it to me with the Royals as well. Mr. Don Hood, long time relief pitcher for several teams, so very neat. Then we got Mr. Richie Hebner to sign a couple cards for me. The 84 is from Chris Jasper, and then the SSPC card is one that I already had in my collection, so I had about 3 of them, so I figured send one of those out to him since I was already sending. I think that's all the baseball. Oh, there's more in the back. These are all out of order. Well, we'll just go in whatever order they're in here. So, it's been a long time since I've sent to this lady. She's in her, actually she might be have turned 90 now. When I first wrote her, it was like right before she had said that she was stopping signing, but I've seen within the last year she's started again, so I thought maybe send a photo or two for me and Kim, see what happens. And Miss Mary Costa signed both, and she was the voice actress for Sleeping Beauty, or Princess Aurora, so very neat. She did also sign just the little paper I included in there for a little protection, so it's kind of a neat little extra to get back. So that was a cool one to get back there. Then we got, also for me and Kim, we got Mr. Jim Hart, great St. Louis Cardinals quarterback. I think he's the leader in passing for the Cardinals, if I remember right, or maybe, I don't think Kurt Warner passed him, but or maybe they've come close, but still really, really great TTM signer, and a really nice gentleman to send to if you've never sent to him before. And then I wrote to Mr. Bob Lilly for me and Bruce. I was gonna send $30, but I only had 25 in my wallet, so I was like, well, if he only signs 2, that's fine. But he actually signed 3 and included an extra, so very cool. This is Hall of Famer from the Dallas Cowboys, Mr. Bob Lilly, with the Hall of Fame 1980 inscription on, I believe, each one. This one looks cool. He chose a little bit thicker marker. It's kind of cool how he switched markers throughout there, thin and a thicker one. And then this is an old custom that Sean Hugh made me way back on April 1st, 2015. And I've had it forever, and I've been trying to go back through my old stash of photos of people that either got returned to senders or failures, or they didn't sign, or maybe they passed away, or whatever. I still have like all my old photos. I just save them just in case I want them for later. And I've been trying to see if I can send to some of those people again and see if I can get them, rather than printing new ones, and wasting the paper and the ink. So that's really cool to get that one. So thank you, Sean, for that custom. And finally got it signed, hoping to get some more of yours out because I still have a few. I sent out the Phil Jackson because he had made me a custom for Phil Jackson a long time ago. So hopefully that one will possibly come back. And then here's the card that Bob Lilly included, the Hall of Fame kind of postcard size, maybe a little bigger. So that was neat, little extra with a $25 donation. Meant to do 30, but he's pretty flexible. He donates it to I think the local homeless shelter. He buys canned foods and stuff for him, I believe, with that money. And we got a couple special teams guys. So we got a punter from the Patriots for a long time, and the Falcons, I believe, John James. Well, maybe he did. Maybe it's just all the Falcons, actually. Maybe it wasn't the Patriots. I must be thinking of somebody else. Yeah, I think it was just the Falcons. And then we got pretty much a whole family, or the father of a whole family of punters, Mr. Craig Colquitt. He signed 2 cards. Of course, Dustin and I can't remember the other guy. He was on the Broncos. They're both really good punters in their time. And then he also included an extra. And then I just roll it back to I'm fine showing my info. Working on my book, 2 Steps, 4 Rings. So if you guys want to go check that out, craigcolquitt.com. Maybe you can buy an autographed copy of the book when it comes out. So very neat. Maybe I'll have to go see about that as well. If I had more on the shelf space, I'd love to just pick up autographed books. Maybe when I have my own place. Who knows? Got a hockey return from Mr. Dave Lewis. Played for several teams. The Red Wings were one of the more known ones for him, I guess. But there he is with the New Jersey Devils. It's kind of hard to find some decent photos for him that would not come out blurry. So it took me a while to find some for him. Almost gave up. And we got another. We go back to baseball here again. We got Mr. Burt Dale, who is a World War II veteran. Also did play baseball in 1952 for the Milwaukee Braves. He's there on the left. I believe, like Mr. Justy, I believe his daughter or somebody was requesting for people to send him fan mail because he enjoys getting that. So if you're looking to send to an old baseball player, especially from the era that Jackie Robinson and Mickey Mantle were playing in, It'd be pretty cool. I'm sure Mr. Burt Dale would be glad to sign something for you. So, got this one. And then also, he's a World War II veteran, which is really cool as well. And he took my, well, I think actually he may have made this himself. I don't know if this was my paper that I included for the protection, but he made a little printout of himself and signed that one as well. So we technically got 2 items. So that was really neat. And I believe Mr. Phil is in his early 90s. I want to say 92 or 93. So I've got really great handwriting, honestly. So that's really neat. I could only hope that I would have that great of handwriting if I lived to be 92 or 93. And then, I guess I should have shown this one first. This is technically a failure. Got back from Miss Bernice Medish with no reason why it was returned, so unsigned. So I guess I can use this one for somebody else. I don't know if it was the wrong address. Maybe she's requiring a donation. I have no idea. So there's absolutely nothing in there to tell me what I did wrong. So that's kind of weird. And then final thing we had, and this was Thursday. It's coming back from a pretty cool one. I think you guys will enjoy this. This has come back from Hugh Harris. You might be like, who is Hugh Harris? Well, Mr. Harris is the voice of the NASA Space Shuttle launch countdown that you hear, 10, 9, 8. So, really cool to get that one back. And he's kind enough to write a really nice little note here. I'll go ahead and read for you. He says, "Dear Caleb, you work at one of my favorite stores." I just tell him always, what I do for a living and stuff. So I work at Lowe's in the receiving department, of course, but I can do almost everything but cashiering. So I'm a pretty utility guy, I guess. But he said I work at one of his favorite stores that helps people develop their use of skills to improve their world. Keep up the good work, and remember that for you, the sky is not the limit. All the best, Hugh Harris, NASA voice of shuttle launch countdown. So, really cool there. So, and I believe Mr. Harris, he's around 80, maybe 75. Let's see here. If I can find it real quick, I'll tell you. A biography of Hugh Harris. See if it says. Doesn't even give him his. Oh, he's born 1932. So yeah, he's 87. Yeah, 88. So yeah, so still got great handwriting. So thank you so much for watching. That is it for the Memorial Day recap with Thursday thrown in. And hopefully I'll see you later today or tomorrow. I do have to go into work for a little bit, possibly today. So I don't know when I'll get my video up, and I still gotta do some work on my truck. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah. So thank you so much for watching. Do really appreciate it, and just let me know if you have any other ideas of people to send to, or things you want to see on the channel. That's always well welcomed, and enjoy replying to your comments and checking those out. Need to get caught up on those now that I have a little more time. So I will see you all next video. Talk to you later. Bye.